Call of Duty is back at it again with Black Ops 7, the second Black Ops game in a row, which is already raising some eyebrows. Today I'm breaking down everything new in this entry, from the campaign, to multiplayer, to zombies, and giving my honest thoughts on whether this one is worth your time. Black Ops 7 brings a few updates across the board. New operators, new weapons, and returning weapons from the original Black Ops 2. Fresh set of maps, and returning maps from Black Ops 2, and the usual quality of life stuff. On paper, this looks like a standard yearly COD release, but depending on the mode you play, your experience is going to vary a lot. Let's start with the campaign, and yeah, it's very mid. Not terrible, definitely playable, but almost feels half done. The story hits the usual Black Ops beats, but nothing really stands out or pushes the series forward. You play as David Mason, the story's set in 2035. Basically, there's this new evil corporation called the Guild. They're up to something. You have their CEO, Emma Kagan. She's like the leader of them. Long story short, Mason, or David Mason, and you have returning characters like Harper, and you have some new characters like 50-50 and that one other guy. And basically, the whole campaign is that squad gets infected with the cradle gas from Black Ops 6, I believe. And throughout the whole campaign, you're just hallucinating. So hours pass and characters are like, where were you? And it's like, oh wow, where were we? The story doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's very goofy. There's also boss fights, and I think that's pretty cool, you know, and especially because the series has been doing the same thing for years now. I guess it breaks up the formula, but that's just what happens when you have two Black Ops games back to back. You really don't have time to develop a brand new story, so you kind of have to rush it and make something like this. Is it worse than Modern Warfare 3 2023's campaign? It's very similar. I'd say it's just as enjoyable as that, and that's kind of a stretch. Neither one of those were really fun, but this is like fun enough, you know, at times, but overall just kind of boring. And it has like big maps, Warzone type campaign maps, layouts, so take that as you will. Something cool about the campaign is you get gadgets, like a grappling hook at times. Sometimes you can find weapon rarity upgrades, just like in Zombies, how you can upgrade your weapon rarity, so that's interesting. Sometimes with the gadgets, you can get like a super jump, and like I mentioned, the grappling hook. They're fun little additions. There's one where you can like turn invisible too, I believe, on one of the missions when you infiltrate a boat, but yeah, it's kind of just a shame because the cast of characters are great, you know, like Emma Kagan's a fantastic character, and David Mason, and all that. They all do a great job. It's just, obviously, Treyarch did not have enough time, or Raven Software didn't have enough time to, like, fully utilize these characters. Some missions are fun. Not, like, super fun, but I'd say halfway through the campaign, that's where it, like, kind of picks up and gets funner. There's, like, some puzzle moments, too, where you have to, like, solve puzzles. I guess that's a cool addition. But overall, it's short, predictable, and doesn't really deliver the big, memorable moment we expect from a Treyarch campaign. Black Ops Cold War's story mode, so much fun. Black Ops 6 was just like it. It was epic. I loved it. I loved the characters. Fantastic. And obviously, from, like, the leaks and the rumors, like, from what I've seen on Twitter, before this game came out, I kind of knew what was going to happen when it came out. That it was going to be a half-assed campaign, but it's not bad. And, well, here's the thing, it's co-op campaign, so you can play by yourself, but you can't pause the game, even solo, because it's like online connected at all times or something. So yeah, and when you're playing with co-op people, it's like their mics can be on and they just keep like making random noise because their mic is too close to their TV, and that can just be annoying. Yeah, you can mute them, but overall, it's just alright, you know, it's like a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not, like, amazing. It's just middle of the road, you know? Let's talk about the multiplayer. This is where the game actually shines. It can get sweaty at times. That's just the nature of Call of Duty in 2025. But overall, this is the closest we've gotten to classic Xbox 360 era feeling in a long time. So with Black Ops 7, you have open matchmaking, which is supposed to be just like the old days of matchmaking. It has minimal skill-based matchmaking, so it's still there somewhere, but it's minimally considered, and we don't really know the extent of that. The first ever match I played on this game, it felt kind of like a little sweaty, obviously, because I went to minute release and picked it up and played it that late at night. The only people playing are probably sweats. But that following day, I was having so much fun. You know, I even got like 80 kills in a match, and like I'm like, wow. So it definitely felt like the old days, you know, and then some lobbies will be a little harder, you know, you get a good variety of people. Lobbies weren't really disbanding, sometimes they still did, but probably like for 3 days straight after that, I was just having the sweatiest lobbies imaginable, so sweaty. And then I'd say like, ever since like 2 or 3 days ago, now the lobbies are back to how they were on that first day. So I don't know if they like did an update and tried to rug pull us, and because now the lobbies just feel normal. You'll occasionally get a lobby full of sweats. You'll occasionally just have a variety of people. It feels like I'm playing normal people, not just tryhards, you know? The multiplayer feels a lot of fun on here, and they have lots of returning maps from the original Black Ops 2, but also returning weapons like the PDW, the MSMC. The PDW was my favorite gun in Black Ops 2, you know, and just getting to reuse it, it feels great. Some SMGs have a lot of kick, but if you get the right attachments going, they'll feel nice. A lot of people just use meta weapons, especially the Warden. It's like the sniper, but you don't put a scope on it, and it instantly kills people. That gun's broken. Everybody wants to talk about the drone pods being overpowered. I think that sniper needs to be nerfed. No one's even talking about that. In general, the multiplayer feels good. The time to kill is a little fast. So you might want to run a stim shot, you know. I feel like that's even a necessity on here. Flak Jacket, run that. Run Cold-Blooded. Cold-Blooded is essential. There's so much score streaks happening. And a lot of people just play Domination if you're playing like a Mosh Pit playlist, because they just want to camp and get the score to get their score streaks. So Cold-Blooded is like a necessity on here. Overall, the multiplayer is a lot of fun, you know, and I have not had this much fun probably since Black Ops 4, honestly, because these past years, the multiplayer has just been so sweaty with skill-based matchmaking. Two important little details about multiplayer is the aim assist. They initially nerfed it so low, probably the lowest it's ever been in Call of Duty, but honestly, I've been getting headshots in this game more than I have in any previous Call of Duty game, so if anything, it's actually helped my aim, just getting rid of it. I believe recently they did an update to like try to tune it up a little more, but I haven't really noticed much. But that's not the biggest deal, I suppose. Some people were complaining about it, but I didn't have an issue. There's also overclocks in this game, so you can overclock your score streaks and your equipment. Basically, say you have like a stim shot, you have like 2 overclocks for that. You can make it, you run faster after you use it, or say you get hit with a flashbang and then you use it, it's like it negates the buffs or whatever. So basically, it makes your score streaks and equipment way stronger. You know, you can make a scout pulse, for example, cost less. You can make your dog, which is like a score streak, you can make it guard an area, or you can make it have a longer charge time, battery time that it's out on the battlefield. I think it's awesome. We need to keep that in Call of Duty games going forward. Very creative. And finally, let's get into zombies. Zombies is fun on here, but it feels very familiar, maybe too familiar. Very similar to last year's game. Even some characters like Weaver have like reused voice lines. Not all of his lines are, but a lot are. And the map is a lot of fun. It's like a take on Transit, where instead of like a train, you have like a car that also has a built-in pack a punch, which is unique. And it even shoot like lasers and stuff out of it, so it's kind of like a weapon as well, and you can run over zombies. You have to take it to the repair shop to like repair if it gets damaged enough. It's very much like Transit, and just like Transit, if you go off the beaten path without the vehicle, zombies will chase you and you can't like kill them or whatever, and you just want to hurry up and escape those zones. There's multiple different parts to this new map. I like it. It's a little big and kind of confusing, but you'll get the hang of it if you play it a couple times. It's fun, but it feels very like samey from last year. It feels like I'm just playing Black Ops 6, you know? You can also play a survival map like Van Dorn Farm. That's a lot of fun too. If you love Black Ops 6 Zombies, you're gonna love this game's Zombies. They got the armor plates, gobble gums, everything, field upgrades. They added like a fireworks weapon mod you can purchase now, but it's like, I understand back-to-back Black Ops games, but like it just feels very similar to Black Ops 6. But it's still a lot of fun, you know. If you loved it, then just more for you of that same type of gameplay style, you know. You also got the returning characters from the original Zombies crew: Dempsey, Nikolai, Richtofen, and Takio. That's awesome, but as I said before, the gameplay is great and everything, but like, I don't know, it just feels so samey to Black Ops 6, but it's still a lot of fun. Overall, Black Ops 7, I like it. It's kind of a mixed bag. The campaign it does not take itself seriously. It's kind of like watching like a funny movie that's not even supposed to be funny. It's just like, is this really happening? It's kind of goofy. It doesn't take itself seriously. Zombies is fun. Kind of feels like copy and pasted. Not really. Just in terms of like, it's just like everything from Black Ops 6. Like, I played Black Ops 6 Zombies so much because the multiplayer on Black Ops 6 was so sweaty. I just feel burnt out at this point because it just feels so same-ish. But it's still a lot of fun. Multiplayer is easily the strongest part of this. And a lot of people, obviously, they play Call of Duty. That's like their favorite mode. At least it used to be my favorite mode back in the 360 era. Multiplayer is so much fun. Zombies is a lot of fun, but if you played a lot of it in Black Ops 6, you might get burnt out real quick. The campaign is like, whatever, you know, it's alright. Overall, it's a great game. If you like Black Ops 6, definitely go pick it up. I'm having a lot of fun with multiplayer and zombies. I'll see you next time.